The Dark Mod, the William Steele, Chapter 5, the Commerce Bank. I think it's, well, it is the last one we have. I'm not sure if it's the conclusion to the story, but it is most definitely the last chapter. It's no more William Steele after this. I don't think so, at least. Nope. So, let's just start the mission, see how it goes. Hello, Chino. Welcome, welcome. How have you been today? Alright. Let's get into it. Those who favor deceit and trickery as a path to riches shall find themselves alone in the dark, without a light guide them. On the Epistles of Saint Lucia. Nice. My name is William Steele. Even though Giles Deacon, the murderer of my parents, is dead, it's become clear he was just a cog in a larger wheel. Deacon killed my father before he could tell anyone he's suspicious about what Bishop Barrow, head of the local builder church, was doing. Barrow has had his forge minting gold coins and bullions for some purpose that appears far from being religious. But the good bishop didn't contact Deacon directly. Captain Marston of the City Watch appears to have plucked Deacon from a large body of cutthroats he's known over the years. Was it at Barrow's request that Marston sent Deacon to my parents' home that terrible night? Marston certainly had his own reason to silence my father. The captain was siphoning off crates of weapons and gear meant for the City Watch and sending it north to factions that have been at each other's throats for years. But the scheme must extend beyond Barrow and Marston. The captain's journal mentions someone else. And then there's the matter of the recordings sent to Barrow and Marston from some shadowy figure who may very well turn out to be the mastermind behind everything. I spent the night thinking about what to do next. When I was in Marston's office, I found a note in his journal saying he'd put something in his safe deposit box in one of the Commerce Bank branches that will expose everyone if something should happen to him. A letter from a director mailer gave me Marston's box number, 3186. I just need to find out which branch mailer works in and pay a visit. I need to read what Marston's tucked away. Okay, we seem to have clear instruction. After some digging, a log mailer's branch only handles posh clients. It's not easy to visit because it's hidden behind a collection of nondescript houses somewhere south of Claymore. It was built in the cavities and alleys among the houses, which gives it an air of secrecy. A contact said the bank itself is a maze, but I could find a map of the security office once I was inside. It gave me a rough sketch of where the security office and safe deposit vault are located. Nice. We have a map. An article in today's newspaper noted the suicide leap of a banker, one Frederick Alice. Didn't we heard the name yesterday from a window at this bank? The article included a comment from Director Mailer saying how sad it was for Alice's family. Alice was found in Tucker's Alley, and where there's a way out, there's a way in. Time to find where banker Alice met his end and get inside the Commerce Bank. Okay, good stuff. But I didn't return yesterday. I was lost in comparing my IENs. Don't worry about that. Was it a good new pair of IENs? Doing well today. It's such a nice weather here. Lots of sun and went swimming. How am I today? We keep having like sunny days and very hot days. I'm doing fine. I took a very long walk this morning around town with my dog. It was kind of hot, but you know, it was nice to be out and about for a little while. And overall, yeah, fairly chill day. Still a little tired, but I managed to sleep relatively well for the last couple of days, so I think I'm catching up on my lack of sleep. Okay, so objectives. Find evidence Captain Marston put in his safe deposit box. Don't kill anyone. And get the money. We play in difficulty. Let's just start the mission, see where it goes. Just deep toe in this IM rabbit hole. I used the 7HZ0 for a while, and yesterday the UKZ XHBB arrived. They have different sound signatures, right? I bought one pair from a Chinese maker. They sound pretty good. They have a fairly neutral sound. I do like them. They're very, well, they're kind of comfortable. They were sort of cheap, but, you know, much, much better than the basic level of in-ear headphones that I'm used to. 7H0 is neutral as well, right? I do like a fairly neutral signature. I mean, some people are very much into the boosted bass kind of thing, but I don't want my headphones to sound too boomy. Okay, so do we have a map? A rough map we have. Okay, this tells me nothing. Time books available at the security office on the western side of the bank. These bank maps in them. Vault is on the eastern side of the bank. Right. I don't even know where north is. Oh, I suppose I do have a compass. Right. So north is the opposite way. Okay, we're going south. And I do...
Hey. Hey, you.
Yeah?
Did you see that guy flying through the air last night?
Oh, sorry?
Huh? Did ya? Were you here?
I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Hang on, I'll plant evidence. What is that? A rolled paper. 5381. Okay. Don't know why there's massive blood stain over here. No guards? What is this? Fletcher's arrows. Right. This is a doctor's office? Wait. What? This is still a thief mod? Yeah, this is the final chapter from the same saga. Yesterday we found our parents' killer. We killed him. But apparently he was involved in a much larger conspiracy. People sending crates of weapons to foment battles. Corrupted officers of the law. I don't know what to do here. Let's see, can I open that window? Bloody hell. You're not only a thief, also a bit of an investigator. It doesn't really follow the original character. These mods make their own characters. Apparently this guy is an ex-soldier that just, you know, got back home, decided to investigate on his parents' death, and got involved in all of this. I don't know where to go. I'm stuck already. Where am I going? Alright. Okay. I don't know about this. I like that I am already lost. That took a whole 2 seconds. This is not even a big place. Is that a window open over there? Ow. Bloody hell. There's the sound of people coming from here. I just don't know. I mean, it feels like I should be able to get there. Can I open this? No, I cannot. Do I have to go through one of those windows? Oh, what is this? Hang on. Gas arrow and rope arrows. Oh, just a bunch of arrows in general. Okay, maybe they want me to use a rope arrow. Go through one of these windows. Get to that roof, maybe? Oh. Alright, let me pull the bow. Gas arrow, rope arrows. We have only 3. Guess I'm gonna quick save and try to figure it out. Does it look like there's a place to climb over here? Is this the crime scene? No, this is literally just an alleyway. I'm trying to get to the bank, but I don't know what to do. But there is blood. I don't know who did this. And for what reason. I know I did this. I'm gonna try to climb over there, maybe? Doesn't really feel like the right thing to do, but okay. Well, this seems like the right place. Okay. This is not the right place, in fact. Or is it? Wait, this is a window. I'm in. Okay, we are officially in somewhere.
Someone else is going to have to do it, though I bet they won't.
And there's a lot of people around.
I don't have anything to light it with.
Like a Willis key?
Noise.
An organ key. Is this mod a spooky mod? They usually have some spooky moments. Like yesterday when we got into the killer's hideout. It's actually really spooky for a while. Last year we played a bunch of properly horror-themed
Don't have anything to light it with.
mods and maps dealing with like undead and scary stuff. Some of them were pretty spooky.
Did I see something?
Someone else is going to have to do it.
I see something
though I bet they
moving.
won't.
I tend to count them as spooky stuff. I think they're hearing me, by the way. It's more the tension here. I think, yes, for this specific series, it's more the tension.
What? What's that? Something moving?
Oh shit. I think I need to start knocking people out. Keep in mind that the game is way, way brighter than when it really is in-game. You can tell how dark it is by looking at the little gem on the bottom there. You can't see even in this light shadow. If that gem is full on dark, it's considered absolute darkness. I did turn on a little bit of the brightness for streaming reasons, but yeah, the game is actually much darker than this. Attention! If power should go out, maintenance will respond and restore power within minutes. Elevators are equipped with emergency batteries, so they will continue to operate. Desk lamps run on batteries, so work can continue at your desk. The vault and client room doors are also equipped with emergency batteries. No one can get stuck in these rooms. Okay. That's also very good for us, I suppose. It's also it also depends a lot on the kind of surface you're walking in. For example, carpets are very soft and very quiet, but floor, like stone floor or metal floors, are very loud. What is that? Robert Wills. It's a clerk. Right. Why is this clock so suspicious? Okay, we have one person that is going to probably see my body. So I'm gonna have to do something about this guy.
What's that sound?
What is that sound indeed? You two guys can smooch over this corner. There you go. Can I steal the paintings? No. Boy, oh boy, I wonder if there's like secrets in the library. So there's an elevator that goes down, but is there a staircase? This place is way too bright for me.
Seems quiet enough now.
We need to get out with a lot of money this time. How much was it? 8,000. That's a lot. But we are in the central bank, so... maybe that means... well, we get to loot a lot more money. I hide this guy back here. Does he have anything on him? No? Okay. That was quite the assault. Okay. Shoot. Get rich. Oh yeah, that's the plan. It seems like the jump attack is still the best way to deal with people. You see, they can't hear the jump, they can only hear the landing. So if you knock them out before they get to you, before you land and they can hear you, then it's all good. I gotta leave that off. What are these rooms? Willard Portsmith, client manager. Locked? Well, not for me. Oh. Double triangle lock. Fair enough. Close that. Turn off the light. Except this guy has a freaking goblet. Wooden. Useless. Priceless bottle of wine. Mine. Nothing in here. A letter. Mr. Portsmouth, in light of the recent robbery of one of your bank's branches, I'm closing my account and removing the contents of room 13. To be sure, I will be telling my friends that... What is this? Another entrance to the office. Hang on. Any valuables hidden? No. I just had to make sure. The stream is offline. Oh, it's back. Okay, that was not my issue. That was probably Twitch for a second or two. Interesting. I did not skip even a frame here, so... this time it wasn't me, guys. I promise. Ooh, Frederick Alice. We need to get in here. I wonder if the other night was also an issue with Twitch, and it just so happened to be that my GPU was acting up as well. Because it still doesn't explain why... the game was running completely fine for me. And terribly on stream. Back on my Xbox, or am I going to connect my account to the Fire TV? Oh, I have my account on my Fire TV as well. I watch some things. Okay, let's get into the office of one Frederick Alice. This is the guy that died? Accusation note. Alice, I know what you did. You gave the access codes to my Commerce Bank branch to Warden Fielder at Claymore Jail in exchange for 100 gold. As we now know, he passed them to that thug Gru, who cleaned out my safe deposit boxes. I'll be talking to Mailer in the coming days. As bad as Gru and should meet the same fate he did. Eberson Goodweather Sr. Crap. We got the Fire TV cube thingy? Alright. Crumple note. Director Mailer, I quit. I found a better job, but the boss isn't such a taffer. He said the T word. May you rot in hell. Holy crap. Called the boss a taffer. Mr. Alice, the town council finds itself short of funds to cover the weapon and armament requirement of the city watch over the next year. Despite my repeated request, the council continues to lower taxes on the very rich, which reduces the amount of gold that can be allocated to the district's department. Given your speciality of working with armament companies, I would like to meet you at your convenience on the subject of bank financing for this district's support of its city watch. Alderman Wexcombe Town Council. What's a taffer? It's like the worst insult in the world of thief. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. Hang on, can I Aha. Couldn't find a translation. I think it's completely made up. It's just something they say when they are insulting people heavily. Client rooms. Aha. I like this. This is such a different map, you know, compared to usual. What is this? Oh. Turn off the lights. Wish I could steal some of these paintings. That goes up. Where does this go? This goes down. And what's this? Oh? This is like a secret. Hang on a second. This one feels more like a classic thief, just a big building with a bunch of stuff to loot, which is not a bad thing. No, absolutely not. Okay, so I cheesed this for no reason whatsoever. Ooh, cool. Oh, shoot. There's a guard over there. We need to be careful. Well, at least now I spotted him. I want to go upstairs, though. Join us this Tuesday. Our event room will be presenting an evening of classical music performed by the South Ridgedale Ensemble. As usual, free refreshments will be served, mingle with our peers, discuss future business arrangements. A client manager will be available to talk about your investment and how best to protect them. Phineas Maylor, the director. Holy crap. Events. I see. Let's keep that closed for the time being. Turn that off immediately. Alright. Everything off. Need to be quiet and sneaky. What is this? Events. It's the same. What's about this door? This place seems to be truly gigantic. Nicholas Tallmond, client manager. Oh, that was a short lock. All right. In appreciation of his contributions to maritime commerce, Nicholas Tallmond has been given an honorary seat on the board of the Bridgeport Maritime Association. I see. Important man, this guy. Look, he's got even a nice $250 jar. And a telescope, golden. Mr. Tallmond, we are interested in salvaging the Fair Maiden, a ship currently stuck at the docks in the Warrens. Oh, we saw that yesterday. It was the one leaking the poisonous stuff into the canal. We understand that the city needs to lift the quarantine first, but we feel a pressing need to get the ship refitted and find a crew for her. There are goods needing to go north. Any influence you can bring to this matter will be much appreciated, and I mean much appreciated. Are they bribing him to smuggle weapons up north? Tallman, you finish with the master safe deposit box key, leave it on my desk. I don't want it wandering around the bank. Mailer. Okay, so we need to get into Mailor's office. The lockpicking is not difficult in this game, but you need a good ear. Okay, so is this Mailer's office? Phineas Mailer, the director. Alright. They have standard locks on all the doors, which is nice. Well, well, well. What do we have here? The director himself. Yoink? Yoink? Do. Change the vault code. Alice liked things in writing and he might have had the code on him when he died. If so, the City Watch has it. Can't have the code out on the streets. Clear to Alice's office. No one but me goes in until it's done. Assign Alice clients to other managers until I can hire a replacement. Go to Balfour Museum to see if they're displaying my collection properly. It reflects on me. Director Maylor, it is with deep regret that I must tender my resignation, effective immediately. I've enjoyed working with you the past 4 years, but feel it is time to move on. I hope I can look forward to a kind referral letter. Yours, Frederick Alice. And the master safe key. Now that's gonna be a good one. What's this? Dear Director Maylor, it is with great pleasure that we at Balfour Museum are proud to host a showing of your art collection. All pieces have been received and we're putting the finishing touches on the exhibit. Thank you for your continued patronage, Roger Simmons. Right. I don't know why. I I embrace chaos. Nothing up here. Wait. Agorn key. Open that door. Interesting. This is that same elevator, okay. So did we explore everything on this floor? What is this? Samuel Ballard, client manager. Alright. He's only worked on that specific door. Well, I do have my lockpicks. Oh, that was a tough one. They always get me when they're way, way shorter than the others. Aha. Yes, very good. Ow, frick. Keep hurting myself. That was it. That was it. There was nothing else in this room. Okay. Oh, yeah? So this Agorn key seems to open the doors around the floors, just the one connecting between different rooms, not the one.
Something.
Oh. Fuck. Oh man. The combat still looks so ridiculous in this game, it's so funny. Alright, nothing on this guy. It's so silly. Bonky never gets old. No, it really doesn't. Alright, do we have anything good here? Ooh, tiny box. Did I turn on my lantern? What happened? Someone turned on the lights? I did not turn on my lamp. So someone turned on the lights. Ooh. It's a nice place. We go. Wait, someone is going around turning on the lights again. I know for a fact I turned all of them off. What the frick is this place? It's money is what it is. Oh man, that was very spooky though. That was the room where you get murdered. Okay. Turn off the lights. Alright, where is this Taffer turning on? Yes, that's right, I said it. Where's the Taffer turning on the lights? I need to take him out. Ow. Bloody hell. I keep hurting myself. 15. Alright. We need the keys. Cannot just open these rooms. Like it's nothing. 30. Jesus.
What was that?
Jesus.
No, I'm reading.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, what just happened? Oh boy. Alright, cue the Benny Hill music. Right now. Alright. Outsmarted. Someone is turning on all the lights again. That someone is coming for us right now.
I have time to check them all out.
This is very bright in here.
I have a feeling that's not the last.
I have basically no HP, by the way. Where did he go? Where did that guy go? What the?
Huh. What was that?
This seems like a good room to hide bodies. No one comes outside. Do I have a potion? No. Great. Okay, can we turn off the lights somehow? No? Okay. Alright, there is still a guy running around here somewhere. I wish I could jump down, but I'm afraid I'm gonna break my legs and die forever because I have no HP. That was not the same guy, however, so there is still someone out there looking for us. Okay, hang on. So these rooms are numbered, right? Client books available at the security office on the western side. Vault is on the eastern side. So what is this side? We're going south. That's north. So the vault must be over there. Don't know what this is then. Bunch of rooms. Oh, I heard him. You think he's still out there looking for me? Probably is. He's around here somewhere. I think he went up. He took the elevator. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna go this way. Danger? Electrification. No admittance. Oh yeah? Damn it. Okay. Electrification danger, huh? Okay, that scared me. That actually spooked me. Alright. This place is awful. Okay, I am going to get murdered by a demon here. Erkele, indeed. Holy crap, this is a very bad place. What is this? This unit controls the power to both the client service and client room areas. For safety reasons, it doesn't control the elevators. Also, all the client rooms are unlocked when there's no power, so no one can get locked in and die of asphyxiation. That sounds about right. So I can just... boop. And this will open all the client doors. Wait, am I outside? Oh, this is cool. What is this? Eviction notice. Due to the scheduled construction of Commerce Bank in this neighborhood, the town council has decreed that the residents of this structure shall remove themselves from the premises no later than 1 month from the posting of this notice. Failure to comply will result in jail time. Won't like that. Good lord. They literally evicted everyone to open the bank. That's wild. They took over. I don't know who this guy was, but I got him. Just an engineer. Maybe he was going to fix the engine. But ew. Oh, this is not good. That's a toilet. That's a pooper, all right. Oh, that's money. And an apple. Find more banners for the walls. The Tisdale market should have some new ones in the beginning of the month. Contact the Inventors Guild about the new connection boxes. Boxes they installed 3 years ago are all starting to spark. Every taffin one of them. Challenge the vault access code. Frederick Adler's favorite number, 5381. Doesn't seem appropriate now that he stopped himself. Okay. I ate the apple. That gave me any HP whatsoever. The guy was a weirdo. Bridgeport. Bridgeport. Grew hanged. Warden Baldwin in Claymore Jail has hung the culprit responsible for the Commerce Bank theft. Right, they got him. Theft was a nefarious crime. Grew was also connected to the death of City Alderman last year. His murder is what got him hanged. Warden Baldwin reported the Grew's body was disposed of in a manner appropriate to the life Grew led. Michael Baldwin recently replaced William Fielder as warden. Fielder is being held in Claymore on suspicion of embezzling gold from the Claymore evidence room. Was an insider involved? Yeah, we know that he was involved. That is something like the equivalent of fuck, yeah, basically. It's ancient tongue for fuck. But somehow it makes it sound worse. I don't know why. Okay. We're back in. Yeah, right. This is just an empty room? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Don't worry about that. Maintenance. Did I close the door or did the door close itself? Also, it's nice of maintenance to have their own toilet, while there's a toilet, perfectly fine toilet up there, right next to them. But they have no right to poop where the clients of the bank are pooping. Okay, so that was just a dead end. Alright, seems like we're going back into the bank. I think the guy I knocked out was the maintenance guy. And he was the only one tending to the generators. So now we should have free reign around here. However, I did hear a voice. The guy is still around, looking for me. Oh boy, oh boy. Here comes the money. What the heck is happening here? My rings. My rings, my rings. I love my rings. I love them silver and gold. I love them when I'm young. I love them when I'm old. I love them because they twinkle. I love them because they shine. But most of all, throughout the years, I love them because they're mine. Lady Helmsley. Shh. Damn, lady. Oh, rings. I love them. Oh my god. All right. What is this? My love, dear Ronald, I loved you from the start, but when you took a wife, you broke my aching heart. My mirror said he has lost his head, which gave me an idea. A slashing blade in a moonlit glade, and now you're mine for all time. Okay. Damn lady. Room 13. Empty? Empty. What is this? I mean, he was already sleeping. There was absolutely no reason to do that. Instructions. To unlock a room, all lights must be red. Press the button from the room you wish to unlock. It will remain unlocked until the client returns here to lock it. In case the power fails, each room can still be exited safely but cannot be locked. Power should only stay off for a few minutes. Should is the key word here. You enjoy hitting people? Maybe. I'm not confirming nor denying that. Lord Mayberry, finished. Lord Catworth, Lady Helmsley, Lord Leicester. Bishop Barrow is room 16. Someone turned on the light. Damn it. Who did that? Back to maintenance. If I even remember how to get there. Dude, this is all way too bright. You think someone did it, or is it like an automatic system? It's probably automatic. Okay, we need to be quick then. No lollygagging. For 14, we've done that. We need room 16. 14? What is this? Money? Oh, Lancaster, here's the first payment for the large favor you did for me. Even after the last payment is made, I will always be in your debt. A grateful friend. See, but there's so much to do here. The note said 5 minutes. Not enough time. Did I just hear someone? I did. Okay, that was room 14. Who's around? There's one guard around, but we don't know where he is. I keep hearing him, but... 12? Same one. 13, 4... We were in 14, were we? 15. Fine wine and a chalice. Take it. I heard nothing because my TV isn't that loud. The game is quiet. 16, this is the room. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jackpot. My dear Bishop, here are the 2 vials of poison you requested. Undetectable in wine, they should do the job. As was discussed, payment will be in the form of favor I will ask of you in the future. Take care, Lady H. In a true account by Captain Edward Marston, City Watch, here's what I know about the plan. A year ago, I was approached by an unknown figure I've come to call our friend. He proposed a scheme where the City Watch would request extra weapons and armor from the City Council to counter a rising criminal activity throughout the city. Unbeknownst to me at the time, our friend was causing the rising crime, stirring up the various thieves' guilds and private murders for hire. I received communication from our friend directing me to submit these requests to Alderman Wexcombe. The money for the extra weapons would come from the city treasury, and Wexcombe would hide a transaction in such a way that no one else on the council would be aware of them. The extra weapons and armor would come into the various docks around the city, and local merchants, also part of the plan, would divert part of those shipments to a location in the north, where they would be sold to the parties that have been at each other's throats for decades. The money paid by these parties would flow back into the city to Bishop Barrow's church, where they would transform the incoming gold, new bars and coins, which would be shipped to our friend. Each participant in the plan would of course receive a considerable fee for participating. In my case, I believe our friend included me because of significant gambling debts I had accrued over the past few years. He yelled this over me, threatening to expose me if I didn't participate. I believe he also had something on Bishop Barrow and Alderman Wexcombe. Why else would such a prominent man agree to this scheme? All men have a price, and perhaps our friend simply discovered what ours were. I feel sick about this, but what else was I to do? Well, that was solid proof of everything that's been going on around here. What do you have to do when lockpicking? So basically you have to listen, you have to keep the button down until the sound plays. When the sound stops, you have to let it go. And that rotates the lock. And you have to repeat that until the door is open. Or basic Sony stereo headphones I've been using for years. I need to change the pads on my Sennheisers. They lasted way longer than any PC headset I've used. Yeah, at this point I buy audiophile equipment, like the gaming specific headphones. They're so bad. I use the Sennheiser. What are they? They 598. $5381. Perfect. That guy alive? Why is he purple? Is he being... Oh, he's being poisoned. Holy crap. This is Marston. Oh shit, they got rid of Marston. Was it Barrow or was it our friend, quote unquote? Marston is the City Watch commander, I think? Was in charge of the City Watch. And he was the guy that contacted the killer to have our parents killed on behalf of Barrows and our friend, whoever that guy is. Gaming headsets are so bad, I try to highly recommend the positive rated HyperX. I think HyperX nowadays makes pretty decent microphones. But yeah, no, when it comes to headphones, I just get audiophile stuff. Alright, let's just open. 3186. Someone looted this already. Boy, oh boy. 3186. Remember that number. Please check who it was. My first up and back headphone will be the Biodynamic 300R. Just thinking about the Sennheiser 560S as well, but I like the look of the Biodynamics more. Fair enough. There's a little bit of, you know, aesthetic to the headphones. Sennheiser HT 589. Oh, there's the one I have. Hang on. Sennheiser D. $598. Those are the one I have here. I got them for super cheap on Amazon. There was like a flash deal and they were less than half price. Are you googling the headphones instead of taking them off your head and looking? I'm not wearing them at the moment. Since they have the broken ear pad. It got consumed during the summer. Like the little rubbery bit kind of melted. And then they got dislodged. The HD 598. Yes, those are the one I have. By the way, no one came to turn on the light again. It's been a while now. We are so close to finishing with the money. Find the Captain Marston. Find the evidence. We found that. We just need to find the loot and leave, I think. But I don't know where to find more loot. This is so big. And there's still the one guard running around. Maintenance. Was this the other access room? Oh yeah. Who did that? That's a toilet. Yeah, okay. Apparently the maintenance door just opens and closes on its own. Wait, no, I came down through here. To go up here. Alice, that's the manager's office. This is the other office. Almond, that's the boat guy. That's where I came down from. Ah, this is the one we needed. Oh, there's a guy there.
What was that noise?
Shoot. He better have about 500 bucks
All worked up for nothing.
in that room.
Son of a whore better have my money.
Did you just call me son of a whore?
Was that?
A Taffer, right? A Taffer indeed. Alright, now what? The rooms. Basically told me nothing. Acquired a bank book. Alright, hang on. This branch of Commerce Bank offers a unique service to elite of Bridgeport in addition to Vault here. This is just a welcome note. Library elevator. 4 is the library stairs. 5 is director, mail or manager. 10 to the client room. 22 to event room and boardroom. Damn it. Looks like a neutral tuning. It does look like, it does sound like a neutral one, but you know, since they are open, they do sound. They have a nice stage, I think they call it, like a sound stage, and it makes them sound just more rich. I'm not really an expert on these things, but I did read a lot about them. How's the imaging? I don't know what that is. Like directional audio? Oh, I don't think I've ever had issues with it. But I wouldn't say it blew my mind like it was anything special. Pinpoint where enemies or sound sources come from. I would say they are more headphones to play like not competitive games with. They're better for immersive RPGs or stuff like that. I think you need a much more flat and clear sound for competitive stuff like pinpointing enemy sounds or sources or footsteps. In this game, for example, are you able to tell if someone is in another room? I would have to use them. I haven't used them in like a little while because of the cuff that I haven't replaced. Not the cuff, sorry, the what should I call it? The padding. Use it right now? No, I don't. I'm using my noise cancelling headphones. because of my neighbors, which they do sound fine, honestly, but they're not as good as the Sennheiser for obvious reasons. Like, they have a different kind of use. Model brand. I know it's a Sony. I don't remember the model. They were bloody expensive, I can tell you that much. It was one of the latest noise-cancelling headphones from Sony. They were expensive? Yeah, they kind of were. But, you know, I bought them out of necessity since I had to deal with my neighbors. I don't know what to do anymore. We need money and we need to leave. Don't know where to find money. Did you do the vault? Yes. That was the vault, right? The one with all the saves? Also, I haven't heard anything from the guard in a while.
Alright, let's get this over with.
The Sony WH-MX XM4, possibly, yeah. Found a pretty good offer online, so I bought them, but I basically bought whatever had the absolute best noise cancelling at the time.
Show yourself. Make this easy for both of us.
Oh, they sound very good. But they do sound better when I activate... Shit. When I activate... when I use the active noise cancellation. But I use them on passive mode and they do sound fine for the most part. But they sound very clear when I activate noise cancelling. Okay guys, I think I have to go through here, but I don't know how.
There you are. Ha! Coward.
Except I don't think I have to go through here. I am so lost. I think I've done all the rooms as well. They have different EQ modes. If you use the app, they do. On PC, they don't. I forgot to look into a Windows version for the app. It has this really cool system where you basically allow them to record from the ambient and they automatically set up the best settings for your equalization and your noise cancellation. which is really awesome. This isn't right. We just need $500. Oh my god. Alright, leave the bank. Will do, my guy, will do. How do we leave? Going through the library again, maybe? We should be done. Can I leave through the front door? I mean, there is a front door. But it's locked. That guy called me a son of a whore. He needed an extra bonk. Okay, from here there should be a window. There it is. Now here's the funny part. I have to leave on basically 1 HP without dying. Oh no, never mind. It's done. Good stuff. Very good stuff. I got spotted 25 times by one guard, by the way. That was the William Steele final chapter. That was nice. I don't know if they're making more. Because we did not deal with our friend, quote unquote, but oh, there is a chapter 6 coming. Well then, something to look forward to.